Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Let's Play NBA 2K18. Und ich kann euch sagen, ich habe heute so richtig Bock, Basketball zu spielen. Und ob sich das im Spiel auswirkt, das seht ihr jetzt. Los geht's mit dem ersten Viertel. Viel Spaß beim Spiel.
I think what makes the Curry 4 so special is that it was designed from the ground up for Steph in mind. First I start with function, and then when it comes to aesthetic, I'll try and apply something that's close to him. From first conversation, to sketches, to design iterations, Steph was involved every step of the way. He wanted continuity. He wanted that seamless feel between his foot and the shoe. Immediately the shoe conforms to your foot. There's no break-in period. It's going to be instant step and comfort. So the focus on the Curry 4 traction was that we wanted to create concentric circles to ultimately gain more traction. And at the end of the day, the lines are being blurred. And everybody wants to be the faster, lighter guy. If you're moving fast, this shoe's for you.
I'm DeMar DeRozan.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And on tap tonight, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going up against the Clippers out in Los Angeles. Well, for the Clippers, nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. It's been said that Karl Anthony Towns is the prototypical modern big man in the league. There's no doubt that he's a star with all the potential in the world, but would you guys agree he represents the future of that position?
You know, I like him one because he's from Jersey. Then he can play inside and outside. He's lengthy and strong, but he's very mobile, agile, and fruitile.
His skill set is coveted by every player.
Fruitile?
Oh, no question.
I got that
What's
from
fruitile?
I got it from Dick Vitale. I don't know.
Fruitile?
I heard Dick Vitale say it.
What does fruitile mean?
Fruitile is like, it's fruitful, but it's got a lot of tile to
But
it.
it's futile as well. It's a futile
He got a lot of
fruitfulness.
tile too.
It's got a lot of tile to it.
Fruitile.
That means he
Thanks,
can lay
Kenny.
it down. He's got a lot of tile to his
Yeah.
fruit.
That's
You know
right.
what I
Ernie
mean?
can lay his game down.
He can lay it down.
And his
Sorry.
game is sweet like
Sorry,
fruit.
I'm so out of step.
Yeah, you're good. You're not a
Almost
millennial.
time for the tip-off. See you next time.
What's up, DJ?
Hey, cut the call. I know you got invited to the MJ
Yo,
golf.
Yo, what you gonna say?
I know you got invited to the MJ golf tournament, and you trying to blame me. Who told you? D'Angelo Russell. Come on, man, give me the details.
Listen, do you want me to miss the rest of the season with an illness?
Come on, bro.
Yo, listen, this conversation never happened, all right?
Really?
Yo, I'll play 2K with you later, all right?
at the Staples Center for a Western Conference contest with the Los Angeles Clippers here in LA. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Timberwolves looking for a strong start to this road trip. These are the games that challenge you. Guys, they will have their work certainly cut out for them, but they believe they can come away with a win.
And I think for the Timberwolves, this season has definitely qualified as a success for them. Their failures were well documented a year ago, and this year, the ups clearly outweigh the downs.
Well, there was no way you were going to limbo under the bar that was set for them coming into this season so low. Just about anything other than a last place finish would have been considered a success. It's just terrific that they've gotten themselves into playoff contention.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. Wiggins at small forward with Gibson at the 4. And it's Towns in at the center filling out the middle.
Gibson using his body on the boards. He's great at using his timing to leap up and collect a second chance.
Now that we're into the year, some teams starting to show cracks, Brent, could use an infusion of talent. How hard is it to make an in-season trade that can really have an impact on your team?
I think it's more and more difficult, Kevin, with the rules and the way that the salary cap is set up for teams really that are contending for something big to go out and all of a sudden grab that one piece. It's very rare that a team can go out that's sitting on top of the standings and find that one specialist that's going to come in and make that team even better. So when that does happen, you have to really commend GMs that have done their homework and manipulated the salary cap so that there's space for that kind of player.
Complex, I agree. Jordan sets the pick for Williams. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, a little bit surprising he hasn't connected on at least one of his 3 shots yet, but he's going to keep shooting.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And Jeff Teague coming over to the Timberwolves in free agency. Greg, the team felt he was the perfect fit.
You know, and it seemed for a while the Wolves had wanted to kind of mix things up at that point guard position. And you knew they had someone in mind when they dealt both Rubio and Dunn in the offseason. Teague was their man all along. Well, Jeff Teague, one of the more calm players at the line, always looks to be in control.
The Clippers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Picked by Griffin. Everly with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Here's Griffin. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Yeah, they're a little bit cold here. 0 for 4 to get this one going.
And a wide open look here for Wiggins. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jordan with a screen on Wiggins. To halt the run, the Clippers with a fresh 24. Butler against Williams. Here's Griffin. Another miss by Griffin. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Now Teague. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto. Towns dishes to Wiggins. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Wiggins has got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Griffin against Gibson from 12 feet out. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Jordan.
Just consistently aggressive on the glass. Jordan is so tough to contain down there.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. They've had a difficult time in this matchup. They've lost both games so far this season. I asked him how he thought they could turn around. He said, we have to improve our defensive intensity, quicken our rotations, We can make things tough around the rim with our shot blockers, but we also have to close out on the perimeter. We'll see if they can flip the script tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Their game plan appears to be putting that defense front and center in this one.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to put their energy early on. They don't want this to become a run-and-gun type of game.
Well, they've got the kind of defense, I think, GA set up so that that doesn't happen. As aggressive as they are at that end, it's very hard to make it a high-scoring game against this team.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Now the Timberwolves with it. They've got a 13-2 run going. Wiggins against Gallinari. Towns sets the pick for Butler. Pass to Towns. Wiggins outside. Clock at 6. Gallinari with the steal. Over Wiggins. Wiggins with the block. Here's Beverly, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Beverly's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers. Outside Teague. Williams against Butler. Over Williams. And that one, it's back iron.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling, exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Gallinari against Wiggins. Jordan. It's rebounded by Towns. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Offensive rebound, Gibson. Great D that time from Griffin.
Defense timed that out perfectly. Love the aggressiveness, and then they changed the shot's direction.
Williams kicks to Jordan. It's deflected. Here's Griffin, and there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line.
We always speak about what Griffin can do for you on offense with the basketball. Just gives you so much with his ability to face up or go to the basket. Very hard to contain in a one-on-one situation.
What's up, gentlemen?
The free throw drops for Griffin.
It's all that work in the offseason Blake Griffin does, wanting to be great. His passion and love for the game driving him.
Here's Towns over Jordan, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan. And with Griffin's ability to put it on the floor, he's a threat from anywhere in the half-court set.
Well, if they hesitate even for a second to help out, it's just too late. One step from Blake Griffin, and he can get to the rim. So much work he's put in during the offseason to become a more well-rounded offensive player. And he's certainly doing those things on a consistent basis.
And the first one drops. Well, Towns does so many things on the floor, already an elite post scorer. But, Greg, one area that he has struggled with at times is his defense against other bigs.
And I think he'll continue to improve in that area. What happens with young guys, though, is oftentimes you're improved how good I am mode when you're young, and you lose sight of some of the things that help you win games. And I think that's one reason why he had one of the worst defensive RPMs in the entire league. But young bigs tend to take a bit longer to develop into great defenders, and I expect he will follow in that line.
Wow, just the shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
And stolen by Jordan. Gallinari passes to Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Teague dishes to Wiggins. To the paint. And Jordan sends it back. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
DJ is checked in for Patrick Beverly. DJ kicks to Williams. Jordan the pass to DJ. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Outside Butler. Teardrop shot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
Free throw good from Butler. And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
And the Clippers making a change here. Rivers checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We talk so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Jordan the screen. DJ dishes to Gallinari. They grab their own miss. Second shot opportunity. A nice shot by Griffin.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's the screen. Jang with the ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's Towns. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Now here's Griffin. Boy, he was something else against Utah. Drains it from beyond the arc. And it's 6 points for DJ.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now here's Teague, guarded closer. Now the dish to Wiggins. Gallinari with the steal. Now the feed to DJ. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. The Timberwolves have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Outside Teague. To the inside. Here's Towns. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And Jordan, a defensive stalwart, crushing the opposition with his shot blocking.
Wide open but offline from DJ.
And it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
It's good.
His release is just so smooth from the mid-range.
Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to Toronto.
Yeah, and they were just shaky at times when it mattered most in that game, and it cost them.
Yeah, Greg, I think you're right there. At major turning points, they miss a series of shots, they make some mistakes, and it led to the wipeout.
And the Timberwolves with possession here after the basket by Los Angeles. And it's Wiggins missing.
Well, it's like the defense has a bunch of matchbooks in their hands right now, playing with fire. They were fortunate that somehow he misfired on that one.
Griffin kicks to Jordan. No good. That would have tied it. Minnesota's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. The pass to Teague. Towns sets the pick for Teague. Shot off the screen. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And always tough on the road, but that attack mindset that they brought offensively, I really felt like that set them apart.
Yeah, sometimes when you're pushing the action, you can see some great teamwork, and then all of a sudden the individuals on your team can take over. All of that here tonight. And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to these high percentage putbacks for his team.
Here's Griffin. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau, joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team.
Free throw, good Butler.
And Butler is a true leader, a guy his teammates look up to, and one of the best in our game.
Reed the pass to DJ. Clippers moving the ball around. Rivers in the corner. Harrell setting the pick for Wells. Feeds it to Rivers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Picked by Harrell. Takes a 3. And it's DJ missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Hamid with it. Now guarded by Wells. Butler from outside. Connects from three-point range. Butler's got 8 points.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Muhammad. Plays it up and banks it in. Muhammad's got his first basket of the night.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Now, here is Reed. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's Rivers, top of the key. Looking to end the run. And DJ with the basket on the assist by Rivers.
And confidence in the mid-range, which is going to make him impossible to defend.
Crawford outside. 51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Jang, and there's another one for the Timberwolves.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Now here's Rivers. DJ kicks to Harrell. A stupendous finish in traffic. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Butler. D right on him. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Wells wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Crawford. Got the shot! He got it!
No better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
Yeah.
Those stick with you for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
He's excited.
And so it's Minnesota. 13 points up at the end of the period. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan, tells us what it feels like to be DeAndre Jordan.
And you jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're flying for a quick second. And then I've learned that how good the dunk was on the reaction of my teammates.
Ja, kurze Viertelanalyse. Wir liegen mit 13 Punkten hinten, aber das liegt nicht an mir. Also ich glaube, das war so das beste Viertel, was ich je gespielt habe. 2 Assists, 2 Rebounds, 8 Punkte. Das ist so viel mache ich normalerweise im ganzen Spiel und das in 6 Minuten. Das ist schon richtig, richtig ordentlich. Und wenn ich so weiterspiele und die Mannschaft auch noch ein bisschen Gas gibt, dann holen wir die vielleicht noch ein. Ob es klappt oder nicht, seht ihr jetzt im zweiten Viertel. Viel Spaß!
For a guy like DeAndre and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Minnesota, Crawford out there with Shabazz Muhammad. Then there's Cole Aldrich. Then it's Gorgie Dan. And it's Bielitsa in at the 3. Here's Teodosic. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Here's Crawford. He's coming off a 13-point game against Toronto.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
Here's Muhammad. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Well, they built up the big lead and then let the second unit get out there and do their work. And you're right, the guys coming in off the bench were spectacular. They put up a ton of points.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And with that shot, the Minnesota Leafs cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Well. Minnesota's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And for the Clippers, they have had some success certainly over the last decade. Still, Brent, it's always going to be a battle for this team to fight for the love of the city of Los Angeles against the Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I just feel like that's never going to happen. It's a Laker town in Los Angeles, and even over the course of the past few seasons where the Clippers have had more wins and more success and more deeper runs into the playoffs, the Lakers still run the town.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. Here's Bielitsa. 11-point game his last outing. 4 on the shot clock. No good from Gibson. Clippers trailed by 9. Pass to Teodosic. Off target with his 3. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Muhammad, no luck. The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Here's Wells. Los Angeles with another miss.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
It's Bielitsa. Doesn't go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Reed. Off target at the rim.
Credit the defense wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there, but he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Teodosic. Wells in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. Wells has got 8 points in the quarter.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Muhammad, the pass to Bielitsa. He kicks it to Crawford. And Muhammad has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Wells. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
To the wing on the left. Outside Gibson. Kicks it to Crawford. Timberwolves passing it around. 6 to shoot. Dishes to Muhammad. From deep, Bielitsa with the bucket. Bielitsa's got 6 points.
Back at you. That's payback for the 3 on the other end.
A little mano-a-mano there, entertaining, but you also want to keep your teammates involved.
Now here's Williams. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Utah. Hit by Harrell. Williams against Muhammad. Harrell setting the pick for Williams. Over Gibson. A shot by Williams, no good. Timberwolves leading by 6. Out to the wing. It's Bielitsa. Off target from three-point range. The Clippers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 to 10. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end.
The first one falls. Brent, so many heady players, tough players, eventually become coaches. We've seen it time and again. And what kind of situation would it take, for instance, for you to get involved with that, either on the floor, on the bench, or in the front office?
I'll tell you right now, Kevin, I'm so thankful for my local YMCA because I've coached the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade teams for the last few years.
Good for
I'm not getting paid for it, but I think I'm learning more there than I would in the league.
But you enjoy it.
I do enjoy it, and Kevin, I think basketball's been such a big part of my life that at some point I will love the opportunity to be involved with one of the 30 teams in the league in some capacity.
They'll be lucky to get you. Now here's Towns. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
Yeah, but the rebounding in that game as well was just tremendous. I mean, he dominated the backboard.
So here's Gallinari following the score by Jamal Crawford. Here's Teodosic. And the Clippers miss again.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Muhammad dishes to Gibson. Over Griffin. The offensive rebound. And Gibson kicks to Muhammad. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Griffin passes to Teodosic. Jordan with a screen on Muhammad. Here's Gallinari. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And Minnesota gets called for the foul.
And Gallo does an outstanding job there getting into the contact as he was shooting.
The Clippers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a one-way player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively.
Gallinari hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Beverly against T. Stolen by Beverly. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor. No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And you don't see it quite as often anymore, but if you give Blake Griffin some space, Brent, and a path to the hoop, he'll put you on a poster. And whatever other social media you've got, and I know you've got a lot.
Yeah, log in, Kevin, and you'll see some Blake Griffin highlight plays. And it does seem like he needs a little bit more room to get to that burst. But that's a guy who's a veteran. That's a guy who's understanding his game a little bit better and still finding ways to be effective. Well, Clippers and bad luck seem to go hand in hand. Just some tough breaks during the postseason for this franchise over the past couple of seasons. Consistently matching up with tough teams in the playoffs and not ever quite getting over the hump.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Beverly dishes to DJ. And Gallinari kicks to Griffin. Passes it to DJ. Jordan the screen. Shot clock at 6. Shot off the screen. Misses off the right iron. And to add to the Clippers' woes, when they've been poised to be a contender, they've had to face some of the all-time great teams like the Warriors and the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, it feels like that's the right spot for the Clippers to be, right, Kevin? I mean, for so many decades that the team, as soon as it found a competitive championship caliber roster, would end up facing foes that they did. Not only that, they had some injuries that set them back as well. So close, but not ever able to get over the hump.
And here's Beverly after the three-pointer from Jamal Crawford. Los Angeles with another miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Here's Wiggins, and there's another one for the Timberwolves. Clippers trail by 8. And Beverly kicks to DJ. Left side, Griffin. Over Gibson, and Griffin with the score. The assist by DJ. DJ's got his 3rd assist on the night. Minnesota's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Jazz really had a hard time. He ended with a few points and was also able to collect 6 boards to go along with his scoring. His low production has really become almost not a surprise anymore. He hasn't been getting it going for a while. We'll see if tonight is the night he can get back on track. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. And we all know he wants to come out here and move on.
Yeah, and what would really help is if he could come out and get off to a good, quick start here tonight.
Yeah, you wonder if the coach is going to force feed that because the ghosts of the last game are still haunting him. Hopefully he can block out all that noise and distraction and get himself back on track.
Clippers have gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter. Fires from the wing. Rebound, Minnesota. Teague's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Towns, the pass to Wiggins. Back to Towns. Pulls up on the wing. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to DJ. Gallinari in the corner. Five on the clock. Jordan the screen. Fires the 3. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from DJ.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now here's Gibson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort.
Hey, Brent, you went from player to announcer. What different aspect of the game do you notice now watching it from the booth?
You know, I think it's great just to have the perspective when I'm able to sit courtside, Kevin, and watch everything that goes on outside the play. The reaction from coaches to players and their demeanor, whether they're carrying out their assignments, watch guys on the bench. So much more emotion I can catch sitting on the sidelines next to you.
I bet.
I love the complementary aspect of this group now. You know, you've got the young talent, but you've brought in some veteran leadership here for the Timberwolves. The duo of Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns kind of gave the confidence to them to go out and acquire a superstar in his prime like Jimmy Butler.
There's 1:54 left to play in the first half. Outside Teague. He feeds it to Wiggins. Some solid defense from Gallinari. And Greg, the core of this Timberwolves team is Wiggins and Towns. And, you know, rarely do you get to see two #1 overall picks team up early in their career.
And how about back-to-back years? No less. But I consider Jimmy Butler kind of a foundational piece as well. He's in the conversation for the best shooting guard in our league.
And here is Butler, following the three-pointer by DJ. Shots good from Butler.
And how about Butler just rising up from there? A solid shooter when he's in that mid-range area.
Now the dish to DJ. Griffin against Jang. Griffin kicks to DJ. Jordan the screen. The feed to Rivers. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Griffin. It's rebounded by T.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Clippers trail by 9. DJ kicks to Rivers. And the pass to Jordan. Feeds it to DJ. Rivers in the corner. Oh, Griffin in position, and then Griffin with the dunk.
And Blake Griffin, once again, an opportunity to show us his bounce, a dangerous player when he skies up for the alley-oop.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Outside Teague, pass to Jang. He dishes it to Butler. He kicks it to Towns. Jang, a screen. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Zu David kommen wir gleich. Erstmal zu wohl der besten ersten Hälfte, die ich je gespielt habe. Nach 2 Vierteln steht's mit 14 Punkten für mich, 3 Rebounds, 3 Assists in 12 Minuten. Richtig, richtig gut. Insgesamt ist das eine Trefferquote von knapp unter 50%. In Dreiern allerdings eine von so 66%. Also richtig, richtig gut. Und wir haben auch aufgeholt. Also wenn wir überlegen, nach dem ersten Viertel waren wir 13 Punkte zurück. Jetzt sind wir nur noch 7 zurück. Das sind immerhin 6 Punkte aufgeholt. Das ist schon ganz okay. Wenn wir so weitermachen, können wir das Spiel vielleicht sogar noch drehen. Hoffen wir mal, dass es so weitergeht. Ob es so weitergeht, seht ihr morgen, denn das war's für heute. Wenn euch das Video gefallen hat, lasst einen Daumen hoch da. Ihr dürft auch sehr gerne kommentieren. Und wenn ihr das noch nicht abonniert habt, dann abonniert uns doch einfach. Vergesst aber nicht, die kleine Glocke zu drücken. Denn nur dann bekommt ihr alles mit, was bei uns im Kanal so abgeht. Und damit verabschiede ich mich. Im Abspann könnt ihr jetzt auf die linke Seite des Bildschirms klicken für Tipps aus dem Kanal, auf die rechte Seite des Bildschirms für die komplette NBA 2K18 Playlist und in der Mitte, da könnt ihr uns abonnieren. Und damit sage ich Tschüss und macht's gut. Bis morgen.